Ryan may join us a little later on, but he is absent for this part of the story. Speaking of Ryan, though, our sponsor, CanadianDice.ca, head over to the CanadianDice.ca shop, grab yourself some new dice, grab yourself maybe a dice bag. There's all kinds of other loot to be had over there. And then when you check out, use the code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice, and you'll get a 15% discount. 15%. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Ryan's got lots of new dice sets specifically in for Christmas and, New Year's. If you want to surprise someone on New Year's Eve with a brand new set of dice, maybe it's just for you. Do it for you. Jeremy's not a pro. We got lucky. We had some technical... I don't know what was going on, but it's done now. So our one shot, which we thought would maybe be 1.5 shots, is now a 3 shot. But, we're here. Any complaints? You're allowed to complain.
Longer. More.
That's what she said?
I wanted to say it. But I was gonna I'm not gonna do it. Could you see me? Could you see my struggle?
I could see the struggle.
There's a pregnant pause after Keisha said that, and I was just like, oh.
Listen, Daffy's not here to do it. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. Mm-hmm. So in you came with the save. Very nice. We've had the excellent fortune of being able to roleplay with not one, but both of the Gallo Pals from Potions and Potpourri, Keisha and Kayla. So thank you, as this will probably be our last night in Vaesen land. But we'll find something else to do. I just found out today that Kayla and I are going to be in the same D&D game, I think, at the end of December. And she was very hard on me.
Artemis's game. Cedar's game.
Yeah. And everybody started immediately picking on me when I went into the channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Us?
I know.
No.
I know.
I can't believe anybody would ever pick on you, Jeremy. You're so innocent.
I don't know. A big target is an easy target. That's all I can say. So, listen, last time we discovered that maybe there's something to do with a mermaid in this story. And that...
forgot about that.
Yeah, and Zacharias is what they call a sea child, which is essentially the spawn of a mermaid that then, gets caught up in a fisherman's net and taken home. And before you know it, bad things happen. Right? Bad things. So the Herring Baron, not maybe as trustworthy, and you found out that there's maybe some sacrifices going on. Have I missed anything? There was a lot of other stuff.
A storm?
Yes, a storm. So what we're going to say is that when the storm washed the poor doctor overboard, we'll just say that he's recovering on the boat tonight. Okay? You guys decided that you would go out to... I believe the island is called Deep Reach, and essentially beat the Herring Baron and his family there before they could get up to any oh my gosh, I just went blank. Don't get old, people. Before they got up to anything bad. Let's go with that. Proper simple English. So, the island is called Deep Reef, and it's not on maps. And the old sailor fisherman told you, whereas all the other islands around here sit on sort of granite, Deep Reef is a different rock. You'll notice it immediately that it's made of something else. So with that, you set sail for Deep Reef. You got some directions, and the captain of your boat took you there. So as you get there, the sun is sort of going down. It's not quite nighttime. Still a little bit of twilight. And as the boat sails into darker waters, with the stars starting to, shine above, and a brilliant band of the Milky Way twisting its way overhead, you notice the moon is nowhere to be seen, as if swept out of the sky, and the last dying rays of the evening sun glow faintly on the western horizon. The cliffs and inlets of the archipelago cower around you like dark shadows against the glittering water. As the hours go by, the pink of the horizon turns into purple before it dwindles and fades, and the bow of the vessel cuts relentlessly through the waves. You pass the last of the islands and find yourself alone on a black sea. The breeze is gentle, and the reflections of stars glittering on the surface of the water erase the line between sky and sea. A glowing light suddenly appears in the water around you, a symphony of sea fire in turquoise, blue, and green, dancing around your vessel. So bright it almost hurts your eyes. In the depths below, a wondrous sight begins to emerge, a huge palace of gold and silver, with slender arches and narrow towers shimmering deep down at the bottom of the sea. The sight bewitches your senses and makes you want to slip silently into the water and swim down to what lies beneath, never to return. The sharp voice of the skipper breaks the spell, though, and the underwater city fades before your eyes. Some 100 meters in front of you, a dark silhouette of jagged rock rises from the water. You've reached Deep Reef. Something tells you that you will never be the same after setting foot on this place at the edge of the world, if you return at all. So the captain sails quietly through the waters. You don't see any other ships here, though. You're pretty sure you've beaten them here. So what would you like to do?
Stuff.
Did you say sus? And then we got that. The music could not be more on cue.
I know, this whole time.
The-
Can I, do some kind of, sensing of the occult here, with the new moon coming out and, what we saw in the water and all that? Some kind of mystical mayhem going on?
Yeah, give me a an observation check.
Okay.
I would even give you an extra dice if you'd like to use your crystal ball to help you sort of reach out and do that.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Pull out my crystal ball and I kind of start swirling the energy around in it. Yep.
You definitely feel like this place is somehow unworldly, like it does not belong here. That maybe it's just a step out of phase with reality, or maybe everything you're seeing is not as it seems. You can't put your finger exactly on what it is, but this is definitely no ordinary island in the archipelago like the rest of them. This one is definitely different, and with what you passed over, you're not sure if what was beneath the ship was real or just an illusion.
Interesting.
You're definitely sort of you're definitely
Sorry.
on edge. That's okay. You're definitely on edge and feeling, I don't know, I'll let you decide how you feel, whether you're feeling frightened or excited, but there's definitely you sense an a more than just a mundane island here.
Is there anything in the waters that seem unusual or
with that faded vision beneath you gone, the waters are now just dark and relatively still here, you've noticed. Can you give me a vigilance check, Diedrich?
No.
No, I'm gonna choose no. Yeah, so
Nah.
you look about, trying to discern anything different. You do notice that there's a fair amount of seaweed washed in here, like in amongst the water. It's not just clear and open water. There's quite a bit of seaweed floating about the boat.
Maybe I'm distracted with the doctor fussing over him.
Maybe he's not feeling well. That when he got
Yeah.
washed over, that was quite upsetting for him.
Is there a way?
Sorry,
Oh,
go ahead, Keisha. No, go ahead. I thought you were done.
I was gonna ask if there's like any way we could. I don't know how to boat speak. Can we park the boat somewhere that's like kind of out of the way, or like
The
people won't see it when they
captain
arrive?
notices a few inlets that he could try to
Okay.
hide the boat in, and then you could go ashore. Certainly.
Perfect. Okay, I think that would be good.
So he looks for something that's maybe a little out of sight and pulls the boat in.
Excellent.
Do you guys go ashore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we
Are
go
there-
ashore,
Yep.
I would like to clutch my memento, my music box,
Yes.
because I am so terrified after hearing that I'm never going to go home after going on this island that I'm like, I wasn't prepared for this.
This is all a
Yeah,
little too
I
much.
was gonna ask about that too.
Yes.
I was also wanting to do something similar.
Yeah, so there is a for those not familiar with the game, there is a mechanism in the game where all characters have a memento of some type, and once per session they're allowed to sort of take a moment with their memento. So maybe Dick goes and listens to his music box. Where did he get that music box from? Is that what he got from the giant? Or did we not decide?
Didn't decide.
Fair enough.
Oh, it says from your childhood, so
Oh,
I
okay.
guess that's like the one thing I have from my my house before I became an orphan.
Okay. All right. So, like, as you listen to the music, you sort of think of what it would be like to have a home again, and that bolsters your spirits a bit. Yeah, parents, things like that. So you're allowed to remove one condition, whether it be physical or mental, your choice. Choose wisely.
I took off one mental because I have two mental, one physical.
Okay.
Nice.
Kayla, were you going to do the same?
Yeah, I wanted to. I have a strange animal preserved in a glass that I had decided before that I wear as a necklace.
Okay. Did we decide
Around
what
my neck.
kind of animal that is? Oh
No,
my
it's
gosh.
something small and looks very otherworldly.
Okay.
And it's just a skeleton
All
and
right.
like a little
And
jar.
you clutch that as the boat sort of rounds and into that little inlet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, you're welcome to restore a physical or mental condition. This
Okay,
seems to
I
be a
think I'm
trend. How about everybody else?
Not gonna be hopeless anymore.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please, sir, I'd like some more.
A great idea.
What are your guys' mementos?
Diedrich pulls out a pendant that he like keeps tucked in his shirt, and he like he has purposely the way it lays flat. It's the backside of it, so you don't see what the front is. But he like turns it over, and it's an emblem of his previous household, and
Oh.
he promises that the same thing that happened to his previous family will not happen here. It can't happen here.
Was it tragic? Let me just grab my salt shaker and you open your
A little
wound.
bit of yeah, a little bit of nah.
Okay, so again, heal one condition back. What about Liesel? What does she have?
She's got a dried red rose that she keeps on her that she like takes out of like an inner pocket of her
Okay.
coat and looks at it, kind of spins it around in her hands and remembers a time before she knew about all of these things and when things were simpler. And
Excellent.
remembers the creatures that started her on this journey.
All right. Again, you can heal a condition. So the boat comes into an inlet, and the captain gets as close as possible, and then he lowers the lifeboat and says you can take that ashore. Which you...
All right.
Anybody know how to drive this thing?
Just paddle.
Oh, are you volunteering? Thank
Sure.
you, Diedrich.
Mm.
Your big, strong arms.
His face immediately turns red as he like turns towards the boat and he just gets things ready.
All right. As you're putting the boat down in, the captain is saying goodbye to you and such, the skipper, and did you have Oscar with you? I think you did you not? I think he did. I don't think he came onto the sailors' island.
Yeah, he was.
But
I remember he was fine. He was below decks when the whole thing happened, and yeah.
he starts to make his way down into the boat with you.
Are there any weapons available on the ship?
We do have a harpoon.
Uh-huh.
And someone
Doctor has a harpoon.
someone may or may not have a revolver.
Okay.
I carry a knife on me.
Did you guys not? And I think didn't Dick steal the revolver from the two brothers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you do have the former vicar's revolver. If someone wants to take that.
I mean, I just assume that Dick has it, so. But I meant, like, are there, like...
Dick has... You gave Dick a gun? I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, he was the one that stole it, so I'm assuming that he had it. Because he didn't technically... he didn't tell us that he had it.
Dick is packing, so to speak.
He didn't tell us that he had it, so...
Dick, are you good with the gun? I'm here for this.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm going to add a revolver to your character sheet here.
What could go wrong? It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Well, if a dead mermaid, that's what we're going to have. It's
Oh, yeah. Listen to that.
You never see it coming from the kids, so like...
Yeah, no one's going to think the kid's going to shoot them.
Right?
All right, so you make your way onto the island, and you immediately notice that the rocky, whatever this island is made out of, this rock is no softer than any of the other rock islands. It's just not granite. And trees are not here, but low bushes and even some tall grass grow on top of this bit of rocky crag. However, all of you notice like water, like the sea obviously washes over the top of this island regularly. It's not that there's no cliffs or anything here, because you can see like water markings, and maybe even in some of the deeper cracks in the rock and that, like it's still filled with water, and probably some dead fish. But birds like seagulls and things like that would have taken care of most of it. But you have a feeling that the water occasionally washes over the top of this rock. As you make your way up, you start to see another ship approaching. You can see a light atop its mast. It's going to come into the opposite side of the island where your skipper moored. It's a similar small fishing ship. What would you like to do as it approaches?
Is my dog growling at the ship?
Not yet. Not at this time. Your dog is acting very chill.
Are there places to hide?
Oh, like in the tall grass of the bushes? Yes.
Okay.
Is that what you're going to
Probably
do?
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's.
Like to keep an eye on the ship coming in and see kind
Is
of what they
our-
do.
Is our
Absolutely.
boat hidden though? Won't they see it when they dock?
No, the hump of the island is enough that they won't see it.
You said hump.
Nah.
Okay, well then, yeah, I guess we can kind of lay low for a minute and
Okay.
see.
Now, you're going to be a little
they
ways
are.
away, but if someone would like to sneak closer to the inlet that they're pulling into, I would need a stealth check. You don't need to make a stealth check if you remain where you are. But you are a fair
Far.
distance away at this point from where they're...
Definitely
Yeah,
not it.
let's go to stealth. Those
I'll-
for me.
I could try and stealth. I'm pretty good at that.
You want to give it a go?
Sure.
Sure.
I did it.
Ta-da!
Army crawl.
Yep. So you sneak your way down, and you're like just off the beach then, Dana, from where... As this boat pulls in, you're just off the beach. Everyone else is sort of back above you and up the hill a little bit. But behind much, like, there's no fear. You don't feel like they're going to be able to see you up there, guys. The boat pulls in, and immediately you see Zacharias. Their boat is a little smaller, and it can get a little closer to the beach. So he jumps over with some rope and comes ashore. He doesn't seem bothered by the water in the least. You can see his mother on the prow as well. And you can see the two brothers, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, or Pete and Pace is their actual names. They are struggling with something in the back of their boat. And you then see them pitch a barrel over the side. And then jump in after it and start pushing it to shore. As they do this, as they come ashore, the two brothers bring the barrel ashore, and then one of them begins working at the lid of the barrel to take it off. And Zacharias walks down the coast just a little bit, like still inside the inlet, but away from where his brothers are bringing the barrel ashore. And then you watch as this magnificent creature sort of makes its way up out of the water, pulling with two hands as she brings herself to rest on the beach in front of Zacharias. I do have a picture here for you of what you see come ashore. Let me get that for you.
Let's see.
Let's get that out. And
Wow.
I'll get this out for the kiddies. The kiddies in
Gorgeous.
chat land.
So majestic.
Yeah, she drags herself up onto the beach just a tiny bit, and sort of finds a rock that she can sort of Little Mermaid pose on. And you see Zacharias bow in front of her. At the same time, Pete and Pace manage to get the barrel open, and a person falls out of the barrel. Dana, you are close enough to see that it is Justina, the maid from
Oh
the bar.
no, the barmaid.
Yes, and she has probably seen better days. She has what looks to be a cut on her forehead, and some of her hair is sort of matted in dry blood to the side of her face. And the two brothers sort of pull her out of the barrel, throw her out of the barrel might be a better, and then pull her to her feet and start making their way towards Zacharias and this creature on the beach. As you all can't help but stare at this beautiful creature that has come ashore And I'm going to need everyone to make a fear check for me. And if you remember, we have to, when we roll fear, we have to roll, there's 2 stats. Let me get it here. And we'll figure out the 2. I want to say it's like logic or...
Afraid of the siren?
Yeah. Yeah. She's a true Vaesen, a creature that, you know, you do have to make a check. So
Cool.
the fear value is logic or empathy. But you can add a bonus to this. So for those of you that stayed on the hilltop, you get to add a bonus for every player character that's near you.
Oh.
Oh.
So you get each of you on the hilltop get a +2. Unfortunately, poor Dana is by herself, and she has to look upon this creature all on her own. So her fear check will be as normal.
I have a question. I have an item that I haven't used yet. I don't really know
Okay.
what it will do for me. It's a powdered stag's horn.
Yes. So powdered stag's horn allows you. Let me get it here.
It's like some kind of amplifier of some sort.
I believe it actually lets you resist sort of the charms of Vaesen.
A little. Right?
Yep. We've already done lots of powdery substances in this game. So what's one more, right?
One more.
Right.
Let me just pull that up here. And of course it's hiding from me. Powder.
Just get so inebriated that I'm never afraid again. 60% of the time it works every time.
That's right. That's exactly correct. Have we had anybody fail those fear checks yet? Not get a success?
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't.
Dick.
Lovely. You guys never fail to let us down.
Never fail to be scared.
Where is that? Yeah, I want to say that it like gives you a +1. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Powdered staghorn. You can use an observation check to resist the temptations of a Vaesen. So should, you know, the mermaid
Not quite.
use anything like that, you could certainly resist it. So go ahead and
Great.
make your fear check if you haven't already, Dana. So Lysol is not afraid. Diedrich, not afraid. Dana, not afraid. However, Dick, this is a real sea monster you're looking at. So you have a choice with how you would like Dick to react to this. He can flee. He can freeze. He can faint, or he can attack. Entirely your choice.
Do you know what? I feel like he's probably gonna start shooting.
He's going to attack. I like it. I like it.
No.
Dick, no.
It's a bold choice. It's a bold choice.
Get a gun.
Well,
Here we go.
I should say that before we do this.
Don't shoot me.
You could attempt a push roll on this, but you would take on a mental condition. You would have to take a mental condition.
Okay, I'll do a push roll before
Before you
insane.
just start firing your hand
Blast.
cannon? Okay.
Yes.
My blasted!
Blasted.
Okay, so just for a moment, Dick's like, wait a minute. Is this the right choice? Let's see. We'll have another empathy check. And then after that we add on a condition.
Do I do modifiers the second time?
Yes, still modifiers of +2 because you've got your 2 friends with you. It's the exact same roll. And it's the exact same result. So we're going to take a mental condition, Dick.
Oh.
Oh,
Dick, who would you like to shoot? I guess you have to shoot. It says you attack the nearest hostile person, which would be Pete and Pace. But if you would like to attack someone else, I'm more than willing to let you attack anyone you like. You could.
Okay,
you
what
could-
kind of gun is it?
It's a revolver, a hand revolver. Whatever would be common for that time. Unlikely that it's very... I can tell you it's not really, really powerful, but... You could shoot the mermaid. You could shoot Zacharias. You could shoot Pete Pace. You could shoot the mother on the boat. You could shoot Justina and put her out of her misery.
no.
That's pretty dark, though.
I want to try and shoot the mother.
I love it. I love it. So go ahead and give me a range check. As you get you do get +1 dice for shooting the revolver. Oh man, with multiple successes.
As you can
Multiple
see that.
successes. Yeah, you just put that right through her forehead, I think. Very,
dude.
very impressive. So a shot goes
Brutal.
off, and you know immediately, like Pete and Pace let go of Justina and sort of clutch themselves, like where they shot.
Oh.
Justina makes a run onto the island. Zacharias turns, and the mermaid like glances up as well. She seems very, very startled by that. And then there is a loud splash as the godmother and her crusty apron tip over the railing and fall into the shallow waters of the cove. And
no.
and I would say that now it's on. So
Oh no.
we're gonna do initiative. Initiative. I will deal you out a card, and we'll see. So we want to do 1 card for every player, all players. There we go. There we go. Oh, there are no more cards. How can there be no more cards? Do you see the kind of night we're having here, everybody? I'm gonna recall all these cards. Recall all.
Doesn't a deck have 52 cards?
No, this deck is a special deck and only has 10 cards.
Oh.
Trying to draw from a deck with no more cards. No, you're not. You're really not. Okay, give me a moment and I'll manually hand these out. We're gonna go 1 to Jasmine, 1 to Artemis, 1 to Deidre, 1 to Kayla. There we go. Okay, and then I have to draw 1 for my bad guys. So now if I can get you to you should be able to drag that card and just put it in front of your name on the board. If you click on that card above and then just drag it so it's sitting down in front of your name. And we do go from, I hate to say it, we go from the lowest to the highest. So
No.
Suit matter at all?
we should all be the same suit.
Okay. Cool.
The card should appear just above your name, and if you click on that, you should be able to then click on it and drag it up onto the board and let go, and then you can drag it down in just above your name there. That would be great. I'm assuming that I'm going first because I have the ace.
Yeah.
Who got the 8? Is that Diedrich?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it here, Diedrich.
Very much.
Jasmine, is it letting you?
No, I keep clicking it and dragging and then nothing comes out.
Okay, hold on a second. Try dragging it up onto somewhere off of that black box if you can. I can see that you have a 10 though. We know you have a 10. If it doesn't want to do that, that's fine. And you just click the little card on the bottom to flip it to close that window back up if that window stays open. So let's start with them. So Zacharias immediately runs back down the beach and yells at his brothers to get Justina, and they pursue her further up onto the aisle. They are not entirely sure where the shot came from, other than up on the island somewhere. And there's a bit of they're sort of scurrying about, and the mermaid, she begins to sing.
Oh no.
And as she does so, you can see that Justina's run sort of slows down. So now let's go down. Our next card up is Liesel. Liesel, what does Liesel do? You are so we're going to define some zones here for you. Zone 1 is the beach. Okay?
Okay.
Zone 2 is just off the beach, and currently Dana is hiding in that zone. And then the furthest away zone is sort of the ridge or the top of the isle. And that's where the majority of you are. And it's difficult to see you up there because of the distance and that it's night.
Okay.
So if you have a weapon that has a range of 1, you're allowed to shoot 1 zone away. Anything else to physically interact with someone in this game, you have to be in the same zone as them. So again, beach is zone 1, just off the beach, zone 2, and then the top of the ridge is zone 3. So what would Liesel like to do?
Can I move down
Absolutely.
a zone so I'm down by Dana?
So you're allowed to change 1 zone a turn. So you can move into Dana's zone. Are you hiding on your way? Like, are you trying to stay hidden as you move down through the tall grasses and the bushes? Or are you just making a beeline?
No, I would try to hide
Okay.
on my way down there, but I want to sort of like move on and intercept to where Justina would have been coming at us.
Okay. To try to get to her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why don't you give me a stealth check then? Because you are trying to stay unseen as you do this.
Nope.
Okay. You still progress up into that zone, and you're still on your way to cut Justina off, but people see you coming down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who had our next lowest card? It looks like Dana does.
Yeah. Okay. Can I do both of these things? Well, I don't know. You tell me, I
Yep.
guess. Can I move my zone down to the beach?
Yep.
And then can I like cover my ears so I don't hear the siren singing?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Cool.
where are you moving on to the beach? Are you trying to get to Justina? Are you trying to get closer to Zacharias? Like, where are we going on to the beach?
I think I actually want to move more in line with the siren.
Okay, so you're going to try to get as close to her as possible?
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. And you're keeping your ears covered.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You could still is there anything that you like? Is there something you'd like to do other than cover your ears? Are you trying to, like, you tell me?
Really, no. I don't really have any weapons.
Okay.
So I can't like attack or anything unless
No,
I
that's
just
fine.
do like melee. But unless there's some kind of like check I could do or something, maybe on the Vaesen itself. I'm not totally sure.
Are you being aggressive or not aggressive?
Not aggressive.
Not aggressive?
I'm more
Okay.
interested.
Well, why
Trying
don't
to get
we?
information, I
Why don't
guess.
we do this then? Why don't we have Dana make a Why don't we have Dana make a manipulation check to convey to, the mermaid that you're more curious than an attacker. Yeah, so you rush out onto the beach and she looks at you. And you can just hear the faintest sound of her song. Not affecting you, though, at this time. Diedrich?
I will look down at Dick and hold out my hand.
Does Dick do anything to that?
I put a knife in your hand.
Where? It's not.
Have the harpoon?
I meant the gun, but I guess that's fine. I will put the knife somewhere.
Okay.
And just start making my way forward. But trying to hold up my hands all right, this is we're not here to attack.
Okay.
Let's calm down.
And obviously then not hiding, coming out and just be like, whoa, 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 right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Dick, what do? You've given Diedrich your knife. And everyone seems to be approaching the beach sort of in a non-violent way.
That's not how I thought this was going to go down.
Actually, why don't you roll me a d6 to see just how many rounds your fright takes hold for? Because this could actually last longer than we realize. You might have to go over on the left side to the dice thing. I don't think we have a d6 on the character sheet anywhere. Or if you have a dice right there handy, you're welcome to roll it.
No.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, wow. So this lasts for 6 rounds, Diedrich. So let's back up a moment because we forgot to do this. So Dick is very frightened and has the gun out. So I would like to just rewind that. When you put your hand out, he's probably not going to give you anything. Not the knife. You can see he's probably going to keep attacking.
Oh gosh. Okay. Maybe in that case, can I just body slam the kid and just keep him down and just try to make sure he doesn't shoot anyone else?
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask for a roll because I would assume you're a little bit bigger than Dick. But we might do an opposed roll on Dick's turn here. Dick, Diedrich has sort of tackled you to the ground, struggling to get the gun away from you. There's a monster though, just down there on the beach. What would you like to do? Are you gonna try to, you can squirt? I would hate for you to shoot Diedrich, but what does Dick do?
I'm going to scream for Morris to take my gun, and I'm going to try and, wiggle my way out.
So you throw the gun away a little bit, and the dog picks it up. I love it.
Yeah, he's going to eventually.
Because nothing could go wrong.
Down.
Nothing could go wrong there. Let's have you both now. Dick versus Diedrich. Diedrich versus Dick. Both of you are going to make a force check. Most successes will win. Dick's got 1.
I can't use tough as nails currently, right? +2 to force when fighting unarmed.
No, you can totally use that.
Yes, I'm so forceful. Feel my force.
Oh my gosh! A 10 dice pool with not a single success. I'll tell you, that is one slippery dick, and
damn it.
he pops free.
No!
He pops
Forrest,
3.
run!
You thought you had a good grip on it, but you did not. And off he goes, chasing his dog,
my
trying to get his
God.
gun back. Dick, I am going to say, though, that you're chasing the dog and you do not have the gun back yet. Dick will have his gun back next turn.
Okay, I want to run with my knife then.
Oh, okay. You're just going to say to heck with the gun? Who are you?
Well, if Forrest can man the gun, then I'll just man the knife, and then we're definitely gonna kill this thing.
Who are you charging the mermaid with the knife?
Yeah, me and Morris both running side by side towards the mermaid.
So down the hill you run. So we're at the start of the next turn here. Zacharias sees you all emerging from your hiding spots and that on the hill. He yells to all of you, "Fools! You don't know what you're doing! These sacrifices, they're a small price to pay for the riches we receive in return. Herring! The rich silver of the sea! By denying the sea its sacrifices and breaking our covenant, you'll doom the whole archipelago and all its people to poverty, starvation, and death. I beg you, be sensible." And you can tell to him, he is speaking, the gospel here. This is what he believes. He is not trying to lie to you. He is trying to reach you as he stands on the beach with his arms outstretched like that, calling to you. The two brothers, they catch Justina right at the edge of the beach. And then the three of them just sort of pause as the mermaid's song filters across the beach. And they just turn to her and they start to take a few steps towards her. Okay? And then last, the mermaid herself, singing still, this haunting melody floats across the beach, and looking at Dana, who's got her ears covered, she motions to Dana with an outstretched hand and sort of to come closer.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I allowed to do that now? Or
So that's their turn. So we now jumped to Liesel, who, if you want to, if you move again, you can reach Justina this turn.
Okay. Yeah. Can I, I don't know. Well, I don't know how I would do that. Never mind. I guess I would try to run forward and, grab Justina away from them and pull her back towards...
Okay.
Back towards where the others are?
Yeah, so you're going to try to drag her off the beach, essentially.
Yeah.
So I would like you to make a force check to do that.
I'm still good at this, you guys.
Oh, actually, before you make your force check,
Oops.
we'll keep that force
Okay.
check. Is it good?
No.
Okay. Before we do the force check, I would like you to make an observation check here. Let me double check. Because as you enter the beach to grab her, the music reaches Liesel, your ears, and Liesel can hear the beautiful singing. It's haunting in a way. Okay, so I have to make a magic check for the mermaid. And then
Do I oppose that with something?
you do oppose it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just getting that right now. Isn't this fun, learning a new system? Oh.
Quite fun, actually.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm glad.
It was worth all the hassle getting you to run it for us.
You know what? I don't think you do get to oppose this. I think this is just she rolls, and if she's successful, it's magic. Oh
She's
no!
powerful.
Against the character's observation. In this case, observation to resist her song.
And there's no modifiers on it or anything?
No, there is not. I'm afraid.
Okay.
Magic.
Fine, this is already going so well. It's
So the mermaid scores 3 successes, and
I got one.
I know you reach and you touch her shoulder. You touch Justina's shoulder. She doesn't even turn to acknowledge your song, that you're there, and then the song sort of washes over you, and you as well pause for a moment and then begin to walk towards the mermaid. So now we have a number of people walking towards the mermaid, and it's Dana's turn.
Okay, so what I'm interested in trying to do is kind of like charm, or even maybe like you would say persuade her, maybe. I want to kind of show her that I'm not fully human, you know? That I'm not necessarily one of her, but I'm not one of them either.
Okay.
And I kind of want to like placate her a little bit with my secret.
Okay. Are you going to let your guys down for a moment?
Maybe if I can like drop it partially.
Sure. Are you trying to avoid your allies seeing it?
Yeah, because they haven't seen yet.
Okay. Okay.
But I guess it depends on how much that affects the roll. You know, if I need to drop the whole thing.
Yeah, let me
to get a
check,
better
let me
roll, I
check that
might.
here for a moment. Okay. So I'm gonna say that this is almost like a fear effect on her, and I'll give the mermaid a check to see if this is something that she believes to be in accordance with like if she thinks you're basically a threat to what's about to occur here, or if you're maybe she thinks you're a willing participant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that. Mermaid. And I'm going to have her roll this. Okay, as you do that, she's going to... Her face twists in surprise. And then you feel like maybe anger?
Shit. Okay.
And we're going to move on to Diedrich. Diedrich, what... You see that the mermaid turns to face Dana. Here's what I will say. The song ends and everybody stops walking. But she's looking very concerned with Dana. And Dick is running down the hill with a knife and a gun-toting dog away from you. You can see Liesel is on the beach, sort of foggy-headed from the song. And the good Reverend, you don't know where he's gone.
oh well, is it Diedrich's turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, well, he is briefly appalled by this child escaping so easily, but he snaps out of it, and then he just starts, like, running down after the kid, and
Okay.
he's like looking at everyone else. He's like, "Oh, it's sorry, kids, you know, they're crazy." Like, just like, it was the dog. Clearly, the dog has the gun. Oh no, it's rabies. I got it. And try to get after the dick again.
Yeah, you're in hot pursuit of Dick.
God, yeah.
Anything else?
No, just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Dick.
Can the dog shoot?
I don't think a dog could shoot, no.
Wishbone could, though.
But he is running side by side with you. You're not quite... So you could move out onto the beach. You could grab the dog and take the gun and not move onto the beach.
I definitely want to get close, but I don't want to get too close to be under that voodoo lady's
Yes?
sexy voice curse.
Yes.
But I do want to shoot her.
Okay, so you want to grab the gun away from the dog?
Yeah, I'll pick up Morris, and we'll both hold it. It'll be a joint adventure.
Okay. Pull that trigger. Let's have a range shot with a +1 modifier, because it is a gun. Nice. Nice. Okay, give me a second here. So the shot finds its mark, and you hit the mermaid. You still got 3 more rounds, right, underneath your fear. How do I make this roll? Because it doesn't... Okay, I can roll this and do -3. Wow. So even with her scales, which give her some protection, the shot fires, and there is a... You know, you guys see her shoulder roll back, and there is a bit of blood as the mermaid is struck. Which ends Dick's turn. Diedrich, you definitely catch him as he stops to shoot the mermaid. The shot goes off, pow, and then you're on him.
You just like collide with him and tackle him to the sand.
Oh yeah, full speed, full bar, just.
Nice.
Yeah, body slam that dick.
Yes, yes. Oh. At Dana, her attention is not on you anymore. She takes that shot in the shoulder. She looks up the beach onto the grassy hill, and there's this boy and dog shooting. Diedrich's just about to tackle, and she reaches down and picks off the beach this trident made of coral, and throws it.
The kid did it.
And then throws it at Diedrich. Not Diedrich, at Dick.
Okay.
We're getting a full onslaught at Dick here.
For real. Dick's getting pounded.
It's horrible.
Well,
It's
when you
horrible.
go shooting like that,
It's so easy.
Oh, Dick. So Dick, you see this thing come flying at you, and as it hits you, the trident sinks into your flesh.
Oh, buddy.
Dick, you take 4 conditions of physical damage from this trident, which I think
What are
will,
you doing, Dick?
at the very least, put you at broken. Am I correct? Maybe 1 past broken?
1 past broken. I was already battered.
Okay. So as the trident hits you, we're gonna find out exactly what it does to you, because you've hit the broken condition. So there's a couple rules that we have to make here.
Take care of Morris!
No, Mars doesn't even like me.
Okay, so let's... I'm off to find another table here quickly, because we've had our first Here we go. So at the very top of your character sheet, you're going to see something called a D66. When you reach broken, we roll it. And then for every time you're hit again past broken, we roll it again. So let's roll the first one to see what happened to poor Dick when the trident struck him. A 15. So the first thing you get is a fracture. So we're gonna roll the next one to see what adds to that. So roll for your second condition that went past. Oh, you've done really well because low rolls are good here. A knee injury. I was shot in the knee. So here we go, Dick. This is what we need to do with Dick's character sheet now. Dick has a couple defects now because of this attack that just happened. So I'm gonna write these in here. The first is a knee injury, which gives you agility -1. And then the second one that you got was a fracture, which means not only did it hurt your knee, I'm going to say that it breaks your leg just below the knee. So the trident's prongs go right through your knee and leg, and because of the fracture, it says you lose a force as well. So so this one is called a fracture and -1 force.
I'm used to this kind of stuff. I would like to use my chimney broom and snap it in half and my belt and put it around my leg so it's not just like a dead leg. At least I can like kind of move.
Okay. We'll do that when we get around to your turn as you're lying broken on the ground. Whose turn is it next? When this happens, the fishing baron runs, the herring baron runs over and grabs Justina and yells at his brothers to take care of Liesel. And he begins to drag Justina towards the mermaid. At this point, though, the Reverend comes to Justina's rescue out of the bushes, out of nowhere, and him and the herring baron basically have Justina by the arms, pulling in two different directions as they struggle. Let's move on. Oh, and the two brothers then approach Liesel, and they're going to attack her, not particularly gently. So I would like you to roll a force check for me, Liesel, as they begin to attack you. And their force.
Got one success.
One success? Okay, I just got kicked from roll 20, so I'm coming back in here. There we go. And the two brothers come in, aren't just, throwing elbows and knees and doing whatever they can to put an end to you. And they're no chumps, unfortunately. But let's see what happens here. They only got one success as well. So this is a stalemate. You managed to keep your distance. They don't catch you with any of their attacks. But unfortunately, they separate you from Justina, the herring baron, and the Reverend Oscar. What would you like to do on your turn, Liesel?
So they're pretty focused on me, right?
The two Pete and Pace, yes.
So can I run like perpendicular away from them and see if they will chase me then to keep them busy?
Sure. You're gonna bolt?
Yeah.
I love it. Go ahead and roll me just to get an idea of how well, see if you're a track star or not. You write a lot of books, but how often do you go out for a jog? Am I right? Give me an agility check.
Called out.
Apparently not ever.
Would you like to push that?
Yeah, sure.
As it is, they're going to catch you.
Yeah.
If you push it, you will have to take a physical condition, but you'll get away.
Yeah. So do I roll again then?
Yep. Oh, look at that. 2 successes. You, just in a dash, you're off. Make sure you give yourself 1 physical condition, but they do not catch you, and they are giving chase. But, they're sort of big and round guys, and, you're far more svelte. You feel like you can keep these guys at a distance now that you've got a bit of space here. Who do we have next? Dr. Liesel. Dana? The mermaid has tossed her javelin. You heard Dick cry out behind you.
Oh.
Nobody wants to take a trident to the dick.
No, that doesn't sound very pleasant at
What
all.
would you can see that the herring baron is struggling to get Justina down the beach.
I want to learn more about the mermaid.
Okay.
See if I can
Yeah,
discover a
absolutely.
weakness
Give me
or
a learning
something.
check. Give me a learning check.
Great. Nope.
No.
Nothing.
So you're struggling there, trying to remember something. You could push that if you'd like, and take a mental condition.
You know what? Sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it. What could go wrong? Well, that could go wrong. Okay. So you take another mental condition. You're on the beach trying. You're keeping your ears closed still, I assume.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Diedrich, the boy in front of you goes down in a just a lump.
Well, that'll stop him from now. Okay, he's fine with this.
And just a horrible wound in his leg is absolutely mangled.
The doctor will take care of that later. This is like, his weapons go flying? Are they? Can I possibly grab those? Or at least the gun? Or is that something I would still have to maybe try to wrestle away?
I feel like the dog has the gun. Diedrich does. Diedrich does. No, Diedrich does have the harpoon, I think.
Oh, Diedrich forgot.
So if you'd like, you can attempt a force check. Actually, I'm going to say an agility check, because that's a little dog and they're hard to catch. An agility check to catch the dog with the gun.
It's fine. Just let the dog have the gun, okay?
Okay.
Just let it. I'm just going to let that by. I'm going
Okay.
to pull out my own gun that I've had this whole time.
Yes.
Because I am very angry right now. And I'm going to aim it at... because the Reverend and the other guy, they're
The herring baron.
playing
Yeah.
tug of war.
With Justina,
Right? Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
And
okay.
the other 2 brothers are chasing Liesel up the hill.
Okay.
But you can
Yeah, I'm
tell
gonna aim
she's
it.
got a good distance on them. They're going to be hard pressed to catch her.
Yeah. I'll aim it at the Baron. And I guess I'll shoot him. Why not?
Okay.
But like at his legs, just to get him down.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. Give me a ranged combat check, and you get to add your 2 bonus for your revolver.
I'm just yelling like, everybody calm down! And then I shoot him.
And then you shoot him.
I don't shoot him.
Would you like to push that?
Sure, yeah, I'll push it.
Okay. It's a lot of dice.
Come on. Okay.
Okay, there you go. So one,
Goodness.
and so you got one success. Plus your gun has a damage of 1, so we add that together. That's 2. That's 2 damage to Zacharias. You were looking to wing. Can you hear my dogs? You were looking to just wing him, or actually try to kill him.
Oh, just wound him.
Okay. All right. So you shoot him. You catch him maybe in the hip.
Okay.
And he goes.
That's part of the leg.
He goes down, and Justina sort of gets immediately pulled back into the arms of Oscar. As this happens and he hits the ground, let me interrupt here. So Dick is currently broken, correct? So Dick is on the ground and sort of in and out of consciousness with the broken leg and the knee gone. As you shoot Zacharias and he falls, you see just a look of horror come over the mermaid. And she pushes off her rock and quickly slides back into the water, seeing her son go down like that. And then the island moves.
Oh.
It moves enough that Pete and Pace actually fall back down the hill. Chasing Liesel. Can I have everyone make an agility check? Except for Dick, because Dick's already down. Can I have everybody else make an agility check to see if you stay standing?
That's fine.
Please tell me it's a giant turtle.
I was gonna ask that.
Like, it's a giant sea
So
turtle.
Diedrich falls over,
Oh.
but Liesel and Dana keep on their feet.
I can't hold it.
And you can feel the island rising.
That can't be good.
This is fine.
As the island seems to be more than meets the eye.
Oh, that's not a
Oh,
turtle.
what is that?
What
in the Cthulhu is that?
You find yourselves atop a kraken.
Oh, Artemis called it. What in the Cthulhu is that?
As
Oh no.
the waters around you begin to churn and tentacles rise, and the island begins to shift as it's rising up out of the water. What would everyone like to do? Keeping in mind that poor Dick is on the ground, broken. The dog is barking.
Morris, come here.
The dog is like grabbed Dick by the other leg and is trying to pull him. What would the three of you that are capable of moving like to do?
All pretty far away from each other?
Well, no, like I think Liesel had gone back up one zone off the beach, and Diedrich is one zone off the beach, and Dana is on the beach, and has just watched the last of the mermaids swim beneath the waves, and now there's, the island is rising, and there's tentacles coming up out of the water.
Dana wants to jump for the boat that's in the water.
Your boat or the brothers' boat?
My boat? If I can get to it?
Yeah, so you're going to run back across the island to the cove where your skipper is?
No. I'm going to go for the brother's boat.
You're like, nope,
That's right in front of
not
right in
making
front of
that
us.
run. Okay.
Yeah.
How about everyone else? What's Liesel doing?
Running for the boat.
Okay. Your boat, or you see you see Dana going for the Herring Baron's boat.
God, I would probably run after Dana. If I see Dana, I would run after Dana.
Okay, all right. How about Diedrich?
This is a mess. I guess he will try to scoop up Dick
Yep.
and
The dog barking at you the whole time.
yeah, and I guess we're going for the boat. So
With everybody else, yeah?
yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. And I want to believe that like as you run, the dog is grabbing your pant leg, trying to like rip it off.
Dog.
So the island has risen a bit. The water is churning. I would like Dana to give me an agility test. It'll take 2 agility tests to get on board the boat. So the first one is to sort of plunge into the waters around the boat and try to get there. So you were successful, Dana. You've made it to the boat. Next round, we're going to have you roll to get in it. So then the next round comes, and Liesel is going to have to jump into the waters and try to make it to the boat. So let's have Liesel make an agility check, as well as Dana make a second agility check to get aboard the boat successfully. Well done. Well, so Dana climbs aboard the boat. Unfortunately, poor Liesel does not make her agility check. So we're going to see if a tentacle gets you here.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to tell you something.
Oh no.
It's not looking good.
If this happens to yet another one of my characters, I'm gonna be upset about it.
Oh no.
Can I try and grab her and pull her onto the boat?
Yeah, just one moment. All right, Liesel. Something large and rubbery tentacle-like strikes you in the waters, and you take 2 physical conditions
Ouch.
of damage.
Okay.
Are you broken?
Not yet.
Okay. So, Dana's going to try to help you this round. Dana, there is actually like some fishing hooks in that aboard, like that you could like reach out and try to grab Liesel to pull her in. Or you're welcome to go back into the
metal hook on a. It's a big metal hook on a stick.
Yeah,
not like a.
No, it's like you
like
would
what you're
already
thinking.
have already have the fish on the line, and then you would use the hook to bring the line in, and
Yeah.
I saw the face you made.
yeah.
Okay.
You could maybe hook some
Just hook her
hook her
back,
clothing or something.
wrap her
Exactly.
up.
So, or you could jump back in.
Okay.
But the water around you is churning, the boat is tossing, and this massive creature is rising out of the
doing
depths
that.
beside you. Okay.
I'll try and hook her.
All right. So listen, we're going to have Liesel make another agility check, and we're going to give you a +2 modifier as Dana reaches the hook down for you.
Liesel, you can do it.
Nope.
No. You see poor Liesel go beneath the waves, Dana. Diedrich,
No.
you leap from the top of the Kraken with young Dick. Hold your dick very tightly as you jump into the water. Give me an agility check as you hit the water, Diedrich.
Great.
Our fate's in your hands, Diedrich.
Just trying.
Oh
I
no!
cannot make any of my rolls tonight. This game does not like me.
Now, if you'd like,
Roll
you
20 has been mean to us
So,
when we play this game.
you can push that. In which case, if you were successful, you would take a condition. If you were unsuccessful, though, you'd still take a condition. If not, then the Kraken's going to deal damage to you this round. So which would you prefer?
Oh,
You could just risk the Kraken. But by just pushing this roll, if you fail again, you're already going to take a failure.
Right. Can I?
Or
Can
I will allow you to let poor Dick go.
Welp. No.
Let Dick go and watch his broken body descend into the depths.
Somebody can get me from the giant thing sticking out of my leg. Fish me out of the water by the giant trident.
Can he?
If you just leave
Take
Dick
the
behind,
hit.
if you just leave Dick behind, I will let you succeed that agility check.
Leave me behind. Just take the dog.
Oh my god, the pressure.
This is why. Why? This is why he shouldn't have left the doctor.
Dick will drown if you let him go. He will drown.
Poor Diedrich.
I
Of all the
know.
people to make this choice.
I know. Is he too far? Like, can we just like get back on the island instead? And
No,
just-
because it's risen above you. It's now just tentacles and monstrosity
Okay.
above you.
crap. Okay, well, can I just throw Dick on the boat, but just take the hit
And
from-
sacrifice yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's what he would do.
It still won't get Dick on the boat, because technically we need 2 agilities, but it will put Dick close enough that maybe Dana could hook Dick.
Okay, he will give him a chance.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's first of all find out what happens to poor Diedrich. I did not roll a single 14 dice on the Kraken, and I did not roll a single success. So roll 20 strikes. So Diedrich doesn't take any damage, but he does throw Dick closer to the boat. Okay? It's a new round. Liesel, you can try an agility check again. Before we do that, though, Dana, who are you trying to hook? There is the lifeless Dick lying beside the boat.
My god.
There is the struggling
How
to
does
swim.
Liesel look?
Liesel, if Liesel makes has Liesel made any agility checks since she's entered the water? No.
Nope.
So 2 checks are required to get into the boat.
I think Dick needs to be hooked a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'll try and hook that Dick. First.
I'm gonna let you hook the Dick. The Dick.
Thank you.
You hook Dick. The little dog, grabs hold of Dick's body as you pull them up out of the water. Liesel, you're on your own this turn. Let's have an agility check for you.
Sorry, Liesel.
Come on.
It's okay. Do the thing. Nope.
And Liesel, I'm going to give you a physical condition on that loss this turn.
So brutal.
So that puts me at broken.
At broken? So give me a
Yep.
D66 check then, and we'll see what's happened.
25.
25. You guys are
This
rolling.
is very much like Call of Cthulhu, where like it's fine until it's not fine,
Until it's not
and then
fine.
it goes bad fast.
Yeah, seriously.
Like,
Absolute disaster.
Oh my god, you take a facial injury. I'm going to say that the boat tosses and the boat right into your face.
Ugh.
okay.
And if you manage to survive this, -1 to manipulation checks. moving
okay.
forward. Because people will find you so hideous. Diedrich, I need an agility check from you to try to reach the boat.
Am I allowed to, like...
You do see the boat hit Liesel, and she disappears beneath the surface.
Can I try to, like, dive after her and try to get her out at the expense of me maybe drowning?
Yeah, sure. If you give me an agility check and are successful, I will give Liesel the success.
That's all I need is a success. Just one. That'd be great. Come on.
Diedrich, you're a hero.
Yay!
You swim down, you grab hold of the back of Liesel, and you push her to the surface. As you do that, you feel something twist around your ankle, though. And the Kraken. The Kraken inflicts 3 conditions, physical conditions, on you.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Does that
R.I.P..
put you to broken?
I just have those 3 check marked, so I guess no? Well, I have a mental condition.
No, just physical. So you have 3 physical conditions. Okay. So something grabs you from the depths and twists you. New round. Dick now lays wounded aboard the ship. Dana, you look over the edge and you can see what appears to be the broken body of Liesel bobbing in the water. She has a massive head wound. Would you like to hook her out?
If I can, I'll try.
Absolutely, you can. So you hook her and you pull her aboard. All that remains in the water is Diedrich, and this is the roll that's going to decide whether Diedrich makes it to the boat or disappears into the briny depths. We just need an agility roll from Diedrich. With 3 physical conditions, this is going to be tough.
Oh, okay.
Can we inspire him or anything?
You're welcome to cheer him on.
Can we try and pull him out with the thing stuck out of my leg?
The harpoon? I don't think so. I think Diedrich went down under the water to save Liesel and was successful in that. So now it's up to Diedrich to get himself to the surface where you can hook him or trident him, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Here we go. Bye, Diedrich. It was fun.
So, Diedrich does not surface. And the boat, the Kraken comes crashing down into the water, and a massive wave flushes the boat out into open water. And before you see this isle disappear beneath the surface of the water. On the far side, in the night, with the stars and the waves, you make out the other boat with the doctor doing its best to get the hell away from the island. As you do the same, as best you can. But poor Diedrich does not surface. Where would you like to make your way back to? The mainland? Back to Wrecker Isle? You do not see the brothers. You do not see Zacharias' body. Everything seems to be gone.
Gosh, if only we had a doctor.
Can we throw some stuff at the tentacles while we float away?
Absolutely. Are you throwing the trident back in, or are you keeping it?
Yeah, maybe I'll be lucky and it'll be the tentacle that's holding Diedrich down there.
You're barely strong enough to hoist it. You sort of lob it over, and it drops into the depths. But sadly, you think Diedrich's gone. Even your dog is at the edge of the boat, looking into the dark waters, crying, whining. You make it back to shore. The doctor comes aboard and at least gets everybody able to like to be able to talk, and nobody's life is at risk. Poor Dick may walk with a limp for the rest of his life from that break in his leg.
I've had a tough life up to now, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
He
Liesel.
was an adventurer like us, and then he took a trident to the knee.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Liesel's face is in rough shape. In rough shape. And over the next few days and weeks, the herring leave the archipelago. And the area begins to slowly but surely slide back into poverty. You know what we forgot to do?
Question.
We forgot about the good Reverend and Justina. We'll
Can I ask a question?
yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
Does Diedrich not count as human sacrifice to the siren?
Oh. It wasn't done properly, unfortunately.
It wasn't done with intent, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit. What
I
He
mean,
about,
that's
intentionally saved people and intentionally went to the depths of the water.
Yeah,
Can
what
he like,
about the-
as he's
the
being
mother?
pulled down, can he like swim around looking for the mermaid?
So
and
the
just be
mermaid
like,
herself has to take a live sacrifice into the water and back to the depths,
That's fair.
which she did not. Even if she found Diedrich after the fact, the Kraken had already done the damage.
mother that we shot in the head and she fell into the water?
Yeah, she'd be dead too. She wouldn't count. She has to be taken alive back
Oh.
into the
okay.
water
Hi, Pasta.
and down to the depths. So you return to your castle in Uppsala, now knowing all there is to know maybe about mermaids. Maybe not. That would be for another story. I think that's where we'll wrap it. Thanks everybody for playing Vaesen.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Diedrich.
R.I.P. Diedrich.
Oh,
R.I.P.
did we
Diedrich.
You're our
Other
hero,
stories.
Diedrich.
I don't know.
Did you win or did you lose? Yeah. What do you think? What do you? That's one of the reasons why I picked this story, because I felt like the ending had consequences whichever way you did it. Right.